Hey queens and kings, my name's Cleela and welcome back to my channel. So in today's video, I will be giving you guys the scoop on how to stay happy and motivated and how to fight depression. Feeling depressed is very easy to come across. So today we're going to be talking about how to stay away from depression. Depression is stigmatized and it's something that we don't talk about often, but it's something that we all deal with. We all deal with depression and anxiety from time to time. So let's just jump into this video. Number one, remove toxic people from your life. I cannot emphasize how important this first step is. I cannot emphasize how important this first step is. I want to say it again. I cannot emphasize this enough. You have to cut out toxic people, whether that is friends, family, co-workers, associates. Cut them out. Cut them out. People who can be toxic for us tend to drain our energy. When we interact with them, we tend to just feel drained and down. So cut them out of your life. If after you and that person are done interacting, you don't feel like your best self, let that person go. And cutting toxic people out of your life is very much so easier said than done. That is very hard. It's a very hard thing to do, but it's a very necessary thing to do. I promise you guys, you have to remove the unnecessary out of your life to make place for the necessary. You have to remove the toxic friends and your toxic circle so that you can have uplifting friends and friends that push you. Sometimes we outgrow people and that is okay. Life is meant for you to grow and not everybody can go into every season with you. Just because this person was in your first season does not mean they deserve to be in your 7th season. You guys are just on 2 different levels. I'm so sorry. And even if it's a family member, it's not contributing to you. Anything that isn't contributing good and positive energy to you, it's not worth it. Our energy is so expensive. Your energy and your time is just as rich as money. So if you have someone in your life who is costing you your energy and draining you of your energy, it's way too expensive. It's too much. And toxic people tend to make us feel bad about ourselves. Sometimes toxic people can be hating on you or wish they were where you were at, and because of that they're jealous of you and they try to put you down. We need high vibrations. When you hang out with depressed people, jealous people, toxic people, their energy rubs off on you. Energy is transferable. Energy cannot disappear. Energy cannot go anywhere. It just transfers. Like when ice melts, it turns into liquid. And say heat comes, now it evaporates and it's in the air. It never is disappearing, it's just changing forms. So if you're hanging out with somebody with toxic energy, it's gonna rub off on you. I pinky promise. I pinky promise. If you are hanging out with a toxic person, their toxic energy is gonna rub off on you. You are the 5 people you hang around, and that is a Fendi fact. So hang around winners. Hang around people who love their life. Hang around people who teach you things, because energy is transferable. But yeah, so anybody who's making you feel less than, anybody who's draining you of your energy, anybody who needs too much from you, if you have a friend who always makes you feel like you have to be there, you have to be there for me, or you're just a bad friend, or if anybody who just makes you feel anxiety, they gotta go. They cost too much of your energy. It's too much. Your energy is too important. It's too expensive. Rule number 1, if you want to be happy, you gotta cut the toxic people out your life and don't feel guilty about it. Don't feel guilty about doing what's best for you, period. Number 2, create daily gratitude lists. And my friend doesn't like that word. My best friend is like, what is a gratitude list? She likes the word good list. So create a good list. Some days out the week, take about 10 or 15 minutes to write down all the good things in your life. You can probably start with 10. Every couple days, just write down 10 things that are good in your life. And that may sound really silly, but it's not. Because sometimes we forget how good life is. Sometimes we are just so caught up in our day-to-day lives that we forget how beautiful our lives are. So if you just take a moment every couple days to write down 5 or 10 things that you like about your life, trust me, you're gonna realize how beautiful your world is. You can mention your close friends. You can mention that you have shelter. You can mention that you have food to eat. You can mention that you have a car, you have a job, you have a hobby that you adore, you have a partner that you adore, you have a doggy that you adore, you have a sibling that will go to bat for you, you have the mobility to move around and do things. You are blessed. And sometimes we need to take a second and just remember how blessed we are. So write a good list. And honestly, if you could do it every morning, that would be perfect. That will really get you going. Because once you see those things on paper and you realize how beautiful your life is, you can't be depressed. You look at that paper and you say, what am I depressed about? I really have everything I need. So sometimes just take a moment to write a good list. And even if you have to post it, put it on your mirror, put it on your nightstand, just so you remember, my life is beautiful. Do that. So step number 2 is to just practice gratitude and write a gratitude list or a good list, just to remind yourself of how beautiful your life really is. Number 3, do not take things personally. I don't take anything personal. If I have a friend who hasn't spoken to me in 3 months, I'm honestly not offended. If I have a friend who I haven't spoken to in some weeks or some months, I wouldn't take it personal. Everyone is dealing with their own battles. Just imagine the things that you go through. So you have no idea what the next person is going through. So if I had a friend who needed some time off to just get their headspace right and figure out life, I'm not gonna be like, oh, F you, you ain't real, I ain't cool with you no more. I might reach out to see if you good and just check in and make sure you good. But no, we're all dealing with stuff. I might check in. I might text you every now and then to see if you're good, say what's up, tell you I miss you. But I'm not gonna personally be offended that this person needs space. This person needs to grow. I don't take things personally. Sometimes, even when I speak to my neighbors, I'll be like, good morning. If my neighbor don't say good morning back, I'm not really offended. I'm like, oh, they must be having a bad day. Like, I'm not like, you don't like me? You got a problem? Like, no. I just feel like, oh, that person must be having a bad day. And that has happened to me before. My neighbor didn't speak. Okay. The next day, they spoke first. Like, obviously, they were just having a bad day. Now, what if I would have went off? Taking it all personal, getting myself in a frenzy. I'm mad for the next 2 hours. No, baby, don't take nothing personal. Everybody is dealing with their own stuff. Don't take nothing personal. When people do things, 9 times out of 10, it has absolutely nothing to do with you. Absolutely nothing. They're not even thinking about you. You're probably the last thing on their mind. But because you interacted with them, you saw, okay, that person is in a mood, so you saw it, but don't take it personal. They dealing with their own stuff. What's another example? Parents. This is a big one. A lot of parents are not emotionally available for their children. Some parents just aren't the parent that their child needs them to be. They may not be there for them physically or emotionally or financially. And if that was a parent of yours, if you felt like your parent wasn't there for you emotionally, physically, if you felt like your parent dipped out on you, do not take it personal. I'm not saying it won't affect you. Obviously that it would affect somebody. But after going through the emotions and processing your emotions, I want you to know that what your parent did, how your parent responded to your emotions and your needs, has nothing to do with you. Your parents probably dealing with trauma from their childhood. They probably dealing with their own stuff. And not that it's excusable. I don't think you should bring children into this world and not take care of them. And I want you to know that it has nothing to do with you if your parent is not emotionally, physically, or financially there for you. That's they battles. You're gonna grow up and be a completely different parent. You're gonna be better than them. It's not fair if you had a parent who was not there for you. But I just want you to know that they was dealing with their own stuff. And 9 times out of 10, things aren't personal. Your parent didn't, it's not that they didn't like you. It's not that they hated you. They had their own stuff going on. They probably didn't know how to be there. A lot of things just don't be personal. And when you realize that, and when you let people just be, and you don't let their actions affect you, oh, you gonna be a bad mother. You gonna be bad, okay? Ain't nobody gonna be able to mess with you, because say somebody cussing you out from their car because they felt like you cut them off. You just gonna be looking at them like they're stupid. Like, you're not gonna take it personal, because you're gonna be like, oh, you have anger issues. Oh, wow. So sorry for you. But you're not gonna be, yeah, F you too, beep, beep, beep. No. You just gonna look at it and be like, wow, I would hate to have anger issues like that. You're gonna just pray for them. Say a quick little prayer and keep it moving. Keep it cute, keep it classy. So yeah, don't take nothing personal. Because once you start taking stuff personal, it starts affecting your happiness. You start to think, oh, my neighbor ain't speak to me. Oh, he don't like me. What's wrong with me? Is something wrong with me? So now you walk around all day thinking something's wrong with you. Don't take nothing personal. Don't take nothing personal. The more things you take personal, the less happy you become. Let people be who they are. Keep doing you. Tunnel vision. We all good. Number 4, set goals. Set goals for yourself. Setting goals for yourself helps you feel less stagnant, and it helps you to feel motivated. And in result, you feel happy. Because when we feel stagnant and when we feel like life isn't going anywhere and we've been in the same place for months, we start to get depressed. We start to question our ambition. We start to question, wow, am I a loser? Like, we start to take it there. So set goals for yourself, small goals, nothing unrealistic. Because if you set unrealistic goals for yourself and you can't achieve them, you feeling all bad, like you're a failure, when that's not the case. So set realistic goals for yourself, small goals. For instance, I'm not gonna eat meat one day this week. For my health goals, I'm not gonna eat meat one day out this week. And then imagine by the time the next week come around and you did it, you gonna feel good about yourself. You're gonna be like, I ate meat last Monday. Let me try it again. Boom, you do it again. Oh, I don't be eating meat on Mondays. Like, you feel good about yourself. Goals help you feel good about yourself. And goals help you grow. Goals are so important. Not just long-term goals like I wanna be rich, I wanna own a business. It's them small goals that keep us going. It's them small victories that make us feel so confident in ourselves. Why do you think adults let kids win when they play games with them? Because they want to build their confidence. They want to give them small wins. It seems really like, okay, I'll let him win at this game, who cares? But no, it means everything to that kid. That kid's feeling like the man. That kid's feeling on top of the world. We need those small victories to build our confidence and to build our happiness. So just set small daily goals. Like this week, I'm gonna do some research on that business I wanna start. And imagine if you really do the research. You're gonna be feeling good about yourself. You're gonna be like, I'm that girl, okay? I'm that bee, like, you're gonna feel good. So keep setting small goals and keep growing. And that's gonna help you stay motivated and less depressed. Because think about it, when we are feeling depressed, we don't wanna do nothing. We just wanna sit in our funk, lay in our bed. We don't even wanna shower sometimes. So do the opposite of that. Set goals, achieve them. Don't let your depression get the best of you. Number 5, limit your time on social media. I know everybody says to do this, but I'm gonna throw this in there because it is important. Limit your time on social media. When you wake up in the morning, don't jump on social media. It's easier said than done, but don't do it. Get up, go to the bathroom, take an hour to yourself. Do that gratitude list, that good list. Write down all the good things in your life. You know, just have a nice little morning routine without social media. Because believe it or not, social media can subconsciously affect our happiness without us even knowing. We're seeing all this lavish stuff, all this luxury stuff. These people living these lives and not working. And we're like, why I gotta go to work? Why my life can't look like that? Although you're not saying it out loud, you probably thinking it in the back of your head. And after you put your phone down, you just kind of be like, dang, now I gotta go to work. So now you're feeling bad about your life. But your life is good. But if you would have made that gratitude list instead of getting on social media, you would have knew that. You would have realized that. So limit your time on social media. Don't compare your lives to others, because everyone says this, but I really need y'all to know. It's all fake. It's all staged. Social media is staged. These people be faking relationships, leasing cars, renting cars, having money, but it's they rent money, pulling out money in videos. It's they homeboy money, wearing they homeboy clothes. Girls is buying hair and then disputing the charge. You thinking she get her hair done every week? She getting her hair for free. She is scamming. These people are not real. These people that you look up to on social media, they're actually the depressed ones. Okay, I'm being funny, but a lot of times people on social media are not living the life that they are showing you guys. So I just want y'all to know your life is beautiful. Your life is so beautiful. Like, and I want you to realize that. And I don't want you to compare your life to nobody's, because everyone is dealing with something, okay? So limit your time on social media if you're realizing that after you get off social media, you start to feel a little bad about your life, because you're not alone. A lot of people feel that way when they get off of social media. So just put that app down sometimes. Pick up a different app. Pick up Pinterest. Learn something. When you want to get on social media, call a friend. Do something else. Anything else. Just don't click Instagram. Number 6, clean up. Clean up. Clean your apartment up. Clean your room up. Clean your house up. I'm telling y'all, your living space is a direct representation of what's going on in your head. I cannot make that up. That is a fact. If your space is crowded, your head is crowded. If your space is decluttered, it allows your mind space to be decluttered. So declutter your space. People have energy, but objects do too. Objects have energy. So you don't need all that unnecessary energy around you. Get rid of it. If there's stuff you need to get rid of it. Get it out. Because when you wake up in the morning to a clean environment, you just feel different. You feel like, okay, my life is together. Something together, okay. Like when your space is clean, it gives your mind a chance to just chill. Number 7, honey, treat yourself. Treat yourself every now and then. Every now and then, do something nice for yourself. I probably do something nice for myself every day. Like, I practice my love languages on myself. Y'all, I spoil myself. Child, I be spoiling myself like, girl, you act like you rich. Like, y'all, Kalila is taken care of, honey, okay? I make sure I'm good all the time. If I want something, I'm gonna get it. Cause I work hard, y'all. I work hard, I'm a good person. So I make sure I am spoiled. You don't gotta do all that. You don't gotta do all that. One day I want you to. But in the meantime, congratulate yourself every now and then. take a moment and realize you that girl, you that boy, you that man, you that woman. Take a moment to just be like, okay, you did that. Like if you get a good grade on an exam or a paper or something, don't just chalk that up like, okay, another A. Nah, you put that work in. Everybody can't do that. Take a second and say, wow, I'm proud of you. I'm really proud of you. And then take yourself out for ice cream. Go get your nails done. Take yourself to go get anything you want to eat. Seafood, scallops, steak, anything you want. Congratulate yourself. If you're not gonna love yourself, who is? You have to love yourself first. You have to work on that self-love. So treat yourself every now and then because you deserve it. You deserve luxury. You deserve the best life this world can give you. We have to do things that make us happy. It's too often that we are caught up in the things we have to do. We have to go to work. We have to cook dinner. We have to do our chores. We have to do this. What do you want to do? You gotta do that every now and then, every couple days, to stay happy, because you deserve to be happy. So do things that make you happy. Number 8, embrace change. Embrace change. The world is always changing. I mean, we're constantly moving. The earth is constantly moving. Like, we're always changing. Something's always in motion. Like, things change. When you wake up in the morning, you might be a centimeter taller. Like, you're always changing. Life is always changing. Circumstances are always changing. And be receptive to it. Embrace it. Love it. Fall in love with change. Because if you are too set in your ways, when change does come, it can easily put you in depression. You can easily be like, that's not how it used to be. I'm not happy. Like, I'm not cool. And then you fall into a deep depression, wishing things were different. When no. You just have to come to terms with life changes, friendships change, jobs change. The things we want out of life change. And that's okay. If you want to be a lawyer last week and you want to be an entrepreneur this week, that's normal. Things change, you grow, our mind changes, everything changes. Life is all about change. I'm probably gonna change my shirt later, like, and wear something else today. Like, change. Like, embrace change because it's really beautiful. And if you are too stuck in your ways and if you're not open-minded, change can depress you. Change can make you feel unmotivated when it shouldn't. Change should make you feel motivated. Like, say your friend got a new job, so she has to move out the city. So you're like, oh my God, my friend's gone. Oh my God, I'm so sad. No, I mean, yes, go through the motions of feeling a little upset that your friend gone, but you realize quickly that, okay, she just bossed up. She just got a new job. Things change. I'm about to boss up too. I'm about to move too one day. Like, things change. Life is always changing. So just embrace that if you want to be happier in life. Number 9, bless others. I know that may be like, how can that make me happy, blessing others? But have you done it before? Have you truly just gave a random person a compliment before? And if your answer is yes, then you know how it feels to make someone else feel good. When you put a smile on someone else's face, it just kind of automatically makes you feel good. Like, if you see a girl out and you're like, oh my God, sis, I love your hair. And she's like, oh my God, thank you. You kind of just feel good. Like, you just put good out into the world, so it's going to come back. And that's how life goes. What you put out comes back. And I promise that's a fact. That is a very cliche quote, but I promise it's true. You put out good energy, you're gonna get good energy back. When you're good to people, people are good to you. When you bless others, others bless you. And forget that, who cares what we're getting back? Like, we do things just to do good things. That's why we do it. We don't do it to get nothing back. But I want you to know that when you do something good, it immediately lifts your spirits. Like, if you see someone struggling and you give them $5, You feel good about yourself. Like, you do. Although you may not feel like the happiest person in the world afterwards, you feel good. You just feel like, yeah, that was dope. I'm proud of you. That was dope. Thanks for doing that for us. And then say that person who's struggling spends the money on drugs. Who cares? That had nothing to do with you. You feel good because you did what you needed to do to bless somebody. Bless people, and I promise you it's gonna come back. And the more good you do, you just feel good. You just get in the habit of doing good, feeling good. I'm telling y'all, it's an energy thing. Because have you noticed that happy people are really nice? People who are really happy are really nice. Like Chick-fil-A, they're really happy and really nice. But you go to McDonald's and don't nobody want to be there and they got an attitude. The ice cream machine ain't working. It ain't working. We ain't got that. Because they're miserable. People who are miserable make other people miserable. Misery loves company. So people who are miserable don't do nice things. And they don't get nice things in return. It's just a cycle with them. So in the contrary, being a good person is the same way. When you're good and you're happy and you put that out in the world and you're complimenting people, and when you see somebody in need, you looking out for people, you just feel good and that comes back to you. I'm telling y'all, energy is so real. It's so transferable. It's real. So bless other people. No matter how bad you feel, you could have the worst day. But if you see something, like somebody's shoes and you like them, compliment that person. It's gonna make you feel a little better. You see somebody in need of some food, feed that person. You're gonna feel a little better. Just do good, no matter how you feel, because I promise you, that good energy is gonna come right back. Number 10, take care of yourself, honey. Self-care is so important. When you look good, you feel good, okay? When you look good, you're feeling good. Y'all, it's so real. Get cute. Just get cute. Like, if you're not feeling it and you feeling like in a funk, get cute. You gonna feel better. A little bit, at least. You gonna feel better. When you look good, you feel good. And that is the truth. Take care of yourself. Don't let yourself fall off, because that's how you fall into depression. Once you stop washing your face and brushing your teeth, combing your hair, you're starting to let it do all types of stuff, like without any intention. It's just doing its own thing. Like, you start not caring if you got crust in the corner of your mouth. Once you fall into that cycle, that can easily make you feel depressed. You just don't feel like you look good, so you don't feel good about yourself. And when we don't feel like we look good, that kind of puts us in a funky place. Imagine a time that you didn't feel confident in your looks. How did you feel? You probably didn't feel like your best self. So just try to be your best self physically. Take showers, keep up with your hygiene, brush your teeth, brush your hair, make sure your clothes are clean. Just take care of yourself, and in result, you will feel so good, I promise. Because you look in the mirror and you be like, wait a minute. Why would somebody as fine as me be unhappy? What would I have to be depressed about? I'm bad. Alright, y'all, so that was 10 ways on how to stay motivated and happy. I hope this video was helpful. I love you guys so much. Thank you for watching my channel. And if you would like more mental health related content, hit that subscribe button. Hit that subscribe button. Go ahead and like this video too. Go ahead and turn on that post notification bell. All that. But I also want to take a moment to let you guys know that hard times don't last forever. So if you're feeling depressed, or if you're feeling in a funk or unmotivated, it won't last forever. It will not last forever. It's just a phase, just a short little season. and you're gonna get out of it. You're going to come out like a butterfly coming out of its cocoon. You are amazing, you are beautiful, you are wonderful, and you deserve everything that you want out of life. So again, I hope this video helped, and I love you guys, and I'll see you in my next video.